Hello again, everyone. Toby Burrell here with you for another exciting night of Lady Devil Volleyball. Tonight, our Lady Devils hosting the Murphy Bulldogs in a Smoky Mountain Conference showdown. Both teams come into tonight 2-1 in conference play on the season. So Bulldogs and Devils almost set to get underway. We appreciate you joining us here on a Thursday night from Swain High School. Biggest news of the night for Maroon Devil fans: standout middle hitter Jenna Marr is out. She has an injury and will not play in tonight's contest. Taking her place tonight will be sophomore Maisie Heltman in the starting lineup, and Kiara Shook just rotated in for Maisie. So we're almost set to get underway. Lady Devils serve it first here from Swain High School tonight. Tough week for the Lady Devils. Tuesday they went to Hayesville, always a tough place to play, and suffered their first loss of the season in conference play. And there's a block, big-time block in there by Caitlin Anthony to put the Lady Devils on the board first here in the first game. Best of 5 coming your way tonight here on the Maroon Devils Network. Should be a dandy. Shook with another good pinpoint serve, and the Bulldogs have tied it back up. And will now serve for the first time tonight. And we apologize if you are Murphy fans watching tonight. We appreciate you joining us, but the Max Prep roster for your Bulldogs had names and it had classes, but it did not have any numbers, so impossible for us to identify the Lady Bulldogs. Our apologies. Eagleman cross court. It's a little too fine, and that one is out. Bulldogs' first lead of the night for themselves, and they will serve it again. Murphy also one loss in conference play. That loss for them came to the hands of Robbinsville, the only conference unbeaten team still left standing. Shook will hit it from the back row. It's blocked, picked back up, and that's going to be 4 hits. Should have been. No, they let that go, and that's unfortunate. The Lady Devils should have had a point and could not get it because of the call. Soft over 2 in a row for the Lady Devils, and it costs them there as the Bulldogs find the soft spot. So Bulldogs on a roll here early on in this one. They have swept so far. They have defeated the middle school team, and they've also defeated the JVs. And Katie Winchester with a good placement on that one puts it down for the Lady Devils. And into the game will be Jessie Lohman to serve for Katie Winchester. Lohman, a junior, is up and over with that serve to the back row. Well placed. Murphy looks to set from the backside. They do. Shook is there. And now Yance sets it up outside to Eagleman. She goes off the block, and that is out. But it's off the block, so it should be a point for the Lady Devils, and is. So Lohman will serve it again. Murphy line judge some words for the up official for some reason, but it was clearly a tip. You can rewind it on your screen and see that. Lohman down the line, played nicely. Murphy looks to set right to the middle to their big hitter, off the block. Epperson up with it. Yance sets middle to Anthony. Anthony hammers it across, and Caitlin Anthony ties it back up at 4 for the Lady Devils. Good job by the senior being active here early on. Lohman to serve again, her 3rd straight. Floater to the middle. Murphy a chance to attack. They go outside to the left. Epperson picks it. Shook's got it. Can they play it over? No. They hit the rafter, unfortunately, for the Lady Devils. So Bulldogs to serve it again. Winchester back in the lineup for Lohman now. Floater to the middle. Anthony with the pass. Winchester retreats back to Anthony. Soft up and over the block and down. Caitlin Anthony having herself quite a first game here in this best of 5 for the Lady Devils. Kenzie Eagleman to serve it now, tied at 5. Good hard serve to the back row. Murphy still a chance to attack, close to the net, punched over. Winchester gets it, but only got an arm on it and punched it away. And Kiera Shook could not get to that one, so we're back to 1 for the Bulldogs. That's the lead, that is. Shook with that one. Winchester pops it up. Now be played at the net, blocked over by Grace Nelson, the only Bulldog that I happen to know. And it will be 7-5 now, Bulldogs. 2-point advantage. Their largest of the night was 3. Another one, soft one to the middle. Epperson with a pass, Winchester with a set. She back sets over to Anthony, who does a fantastic job playing it down the line. They go outside. That one's off the net, and Swain has broken serve. Back to 1 point, and it will be Heltman into the game in the middle. Anthony to serve. Kaylin Anthony up and over with it. Deep. Murphy will have to play it from the back row. Stand and drive. Hits Epperson. Winchester pops it up. Heltman pops it over. And a good job by the Lady Devils staying alive. Yance pokes that one over. Murphy recovers to the back row. Now Eagleman with it. Winchester to the outside. Epperson stands and drives. And it hit the out-of-bounds pole. Tough luck for Hannah, as that one looked like it was going to be down the line, but a poor angle put it into the pole, the stick, if you will, that stands there at the end of the net, and that signals out of bounds. Tough run for Yance. She's able to get it. Eagleman with it. Bad angle, and that one sails out of bounds. Back to a 3-point advantage for the Bulldogs, their biggest lead thus far in game 1. Jump serve down the line. Anthony, good pass. Yance sets it to Heltman in the middle, and that one doesn't quite get over. And it'll be to a 4-point advantage now for the Bulldogs. Floater to the back row. Winchester plays it. Now Eagleman will help it. It's into the rafters, comes over. Heltman gets it over, and the Bulldogs with a chance to attack. Go middle, stand and push to the back row. Anthony is there. Winchester will push it over on 2. Murphy dives for it but can't make the pass, so Katie makes that one work for the Lady Devils, and they're back to within 3. Lohman checks back in for Winchester now, and Yance will serve it. Ashton's first rotation to the service line. Swain trails it by 3. Floater to the back row, played by the libero, popped up, and now it'll be free balled over. Eagleman steps in, passes to Yance. She goes over with it. And now Murphy with a chance to attack. They get muddled up there, and Yance steps in to take that one. Lohman pops it back up. Heltman over with the left hand to the middle and down for the Lady Devils, and now back to within 2 behind the Ashton Yance serve. Yance to serve it again. Floater to the back row, passed. Murphy hustles up to get it and then attack, but that's going to be out. And Swain has pulled to within 1 here in game 1 of this best of 5. Yance to serve it again. Floater to the middle again, pass close. Heltman's there, pushes it back down. Murphy recovers. Now it's thrown over. Eagleman with it. Yance to set it. Middle to Heltman. She punches over. Soft. Murphy with it. Go outside again, and they rip it off the block. Eagleman hits it. And now can Lohman get it over? Yes, she can. That one's in, so Murphy has to play that. They go back set, punches it over, and Eagleman was in too close, couldn't get back. And that will find the court for the Bulldogs. Serve on its way. It's over. Anthony steps in with a pass. Yance sets it outside to Lohman, and Lohman with a miss hit gives the Bulldogs back a 3-point lead here. 4 has been their largest in set 1. Good hard serve over. Anthony, another good pass. Yance sets it to the middle to Heltman. Heltman got a little bit under that one, sailed on her, trying to get it over top of the block in the middle. Timeout Swain, as Murphy has equaled their biggest lead at 4. We'll keep it right here and let you know that tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we'll have the Bryson City Outdoors pregame show, followed by the Bryson City Outdoors sponsored Maroon Devil and Panther football game. And we're grateful to Bryson City Outdoors for stepping in and purchasing some sponsorship with us to help make that possible for you folks at home. On the Maroon Devils Network, they did a great job for us today. Franklin wanted $300 for a live stream, and Bryson City Outdoors gracious enough to be willing to pay that so that you can enjoy the game at home. If you can't make it across Cowee to visit Franklin, should be a dandy tomorrow night. It'll be, again, the Bryson City Outdoors pregame show at 7 o'clock, followed by kickoff from the Panther Pit at 7:30. Back here, it's a 4-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Visitors in yellow set to serve it again. Our Lady Devils looking to cut this lead. Floater across, back deep. Anthony plays it nicely. Yance with a quick set to Epperson. She pushes over. Murphy with a chance to attack now. They go middle, and that one's up and down. So biggest lead of the night for the Bulldogs at 5. Biggest lead for either team as well. Back to the service line are the Bulldogs. And this one floats over. Eagleman steps in. Lohman's got to help it now to the middle to Heltman. She pushes over. And now Murphy has to float it over again. That one's going to be Eagleman standing from the back row. Nicely played. Now the Bulldogs look to attack in the middle again, and that is ripped on a line. And another point for a 6-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Swain already taken one timeout in this one. Murphy yet to use theirs. Anthony steps in. Good pass. Yance has got it. Sets it to Epperson right in front of her. Epperson's underneath that one. It sails out of bounds, and now the Lady Devils trail it by 7. So Bulldogs set to serve it. It's a low line drive like serve. That one's up. Lohman pushes over on a free ball. Good pass. Good set to the outside for the Bulldogs. Anthony picks that up, but it'll go out of bounds. That's all she could do with it. Off the kill. Floater to the back row. Anthony, good pass. Yance takes it over on 2. Murphy's there and ready for it. They go back set. Now will stand and drive it right at Yance. She passes to Lohman, set inside to Heltman. Floater over the net. Now Murphy struggles to get it. They'll free ball it over. A chance to attack for the Lady Devils. Inside to Yance. She goes middle to Heltman. Up and down with it, and that is good by Maisie Heltman to cut into this deficit. And now the Lady Devils will serve it behind to Hannah Epperson, looking to eat into this Bulldog lead, which is now 7. So junior Hannah Epperson with the serve. It's a floater down the line. Tough pass. They go right back middle. Nelson goes over soft. Heltman hits it, and it finds the floor. So good job by Maisie to get that one in play near the net and give Epperson another shot at this. Short serve, ace by Epperson. Lady Devils 3 in a row. Looking for number 4. Good hard serve this time. Step in, to the outside they go. Up and down. Hard to defense that. Bulldogs break the run and maintain a 6-point advantage here as they get the serve back. As we progress along in this best of 5 sets here tonight from Swain High School. Floater at Heltman. She's got a good pass. Yance goes outside to Eagleman. Blocked there. Lohman and Eagleman can't get to the block, and it hits the floor. So back to 7. And the Bulldogs 1 away from 20 at this juncture. Knuckleball. Epperson's got it. It's close. Yance wins that battle at the net. Nicely done by Ashton. And now Murphy takes it over free. Eagleman has to dive to get it. Now Heltman takes a rip at it, and Maisie's got another kill. So now it will be Lohman out, Shook in to serve. Shook the libero for Swain. That's why her jersey is solid maroon. She can play anywhere on the back row for anybody. So Murphy caught out of position there. Epperson with a nice pass to Yance. Yance inside to Anthony. Anthony tries to go cross court, cut it a little too thin, and he'll be out of bounds. Substitutions for Murphy. Again, our apologies to the folks at Murphy. We do not have names and numbers to match, so we're just going along. Bulldogs to serve it, leading 7 here in the first game. Floater over, Shook to the floor to get it. Eagleman goes and gets that. Now Shook takes it over. Nicely done on the scramble by Swain. Dink to the middle, and Eagleman can't get there. And we're back to an 8-point advantage. Floater to the back row. Epperson with it. Eagleman has to help it. Now Yance over with it to the deep corner. Well played. And Murphy will have a hard time attacking out of that. As a matter of fact, they don't. It's free balled over. Shook with the pass. Yance with the set. Anthony goes at the kill to the middle. Murphy's there this time. They've made an adjustment. And now that one is right in front of Shook and Yance, and they have no time to react to it, and it's on the floor. Swain uses their second and final timeout of this one, as they now trail it by 9. We are in set 1 of this Smoky Mountain Conference showdown. Lady Devils with a tough stretch here, playing tonight against Murphy at home. And then next week they will be at Robbinsville before hosting, I believe it's a hosting, I need to look a little further on the schedule, Rosman next Thursday. So a very difficult stretch here of the top of the Smoky Mountain Conference for our Lady Devils. Tuesday was Hayesville, where they lost, and now tonight with Murphy, all of which they're having to do without leading hitter Jenna Marr, who is injured right now. So tough stretch, but fortunately for Lady Devils, they do play everybody twice, so they'll get another crack at Hayesville here sometime down the road. Bulldogs to serve it. They need 3 to close out the first set. Shook's pass is close, and Winchester's able to take that one off the block and get a point for the Lady Devils, and more importantly, return serve back to Swain's side. Winchester will stay in the lineup to serve it now. And that one is deep and unfortunately sails out for Katie. Murphy serving, again trying to close out this first set. Good hard ball to the back row. Epperson pass to Winchester. She's up top to Yance, and that one didn't make it over. So set point here for the Bulldogs. Good hard serve. Anthony with the pass. Winchester with the set outside to Yance. She stands and drives it, but it hit the pole. And that's going to do it for the first set of this best of 5. Murphy takes it 25-14.
Hi, I'm Tricia Chapman, the director here at Bright Adventures Pre-K. We want to talk to you for a moment about keeping your children safe here in the parking lot. When you're dropping off and picking up your child here at Pre-K, we want you to park along the right-hand side of the hill here with our visitor parking signs. You're going to get out of your vehicle, walk your child into their classroom, sign them in, and then come back to your vehicle. From there, we want you to go all the way down to the bottom gravel lot where you'll turn around and then come back up and exit the parking lot at the top. Behind me, you'll see the gravel lot where we want you to turn around before leaving the parking lot. Please do not turn around in the main parking lot, but come all the way down here, make your turn, and then come back out and exit through the top. This is also the lot where the buses turn around, so make sure you're watching out for them and driving slowly and carefully. This procedure applies to both morning and afternoons. Also, please remember that by state law, if the school bus is stopped and the arm is out, we need all vehicles to stop. This makes sure that we don't have little kids moving when there are also vehicles moving. We thank you for trusting us with your children, and we're enjoying learning with them and about them this year.
Again, twin backs behind the quarterback. And that's Logan Sanders, 6'2", junior for the Jets. Straight drop, looks right, throws right, pass intercepted. We saw that one coming all the way down the left sideline as we are trying to get the
Connor Hyatt.
That's Connor Hyatt, and Connor is in a foot race, and he is going to be caught by number 3, Dallas Phillips, the running back, down inside the 5-yard line. But what a return by Connor Hyatt, who had a big play last week as well.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
Swain will have a throw in. Their offensive third. Shot taken. That's going to be a goal.
The Center for Disease Control sent out an alert this week.
So set number 1 to the Bulldogs, and they will serve first here in the second set. Looking to take their third conference win of the season. They are 2-1. The Lady Devils 2-1, both in conference play. Swain 8-2 overall, and the Bulldogs are 5-1 overall. So Murphy to serve it first, and Swain on the attack first. That's slammed right back in the Lady Devils' face off of the serve. And will give the Bulldogs the lead here in the early going. Floater to the outside, Shook with it. Good pass to Winchester. She sets Anthony, and now Anthony returns the favor by pushing one back down on the Murphy side, and we're tied at 1. Swain to serve it. It'll be Winchester to serve first for the Lady Devils. Floater to the back row. Good pass by the Bulldogs. They go middle set. That's off the block. Epperson with the pass. They go outside to Eagleman. She goes off the block and gets the kill. And Swain with the first lead of the night for the Lady Devils. It'll be Winchester to serve it again. That's floater to the back row. Nice pass out of that. Back set to the other side, off the block. Anthony able to get a little bit of it, but not enough, and we're tied again at 2. And that's good knuckleball serve. Unable to handle it over there, the Lady Devils, and it will be Murphy back in front. Hard serve that moved a lot on Epperson. Swain still able to get a little bit of attack out of that. Can't make anything of it, and it's a 2-point advantage now for the Bulldogs. Again, if you're just joining us, the Bulldogs took the first set, and we're in the second. Murphy over with that. Now Winchester with it. She sets Anthony in the middle. Anthony with a shot to that side. Can Murphy keep it alive? No, they cannot. So Swain able to cut back into that lead. Get it down to 1 with Eagleman to serve it. Top spin to the back row. Murphy plays it. Now they set it outside, and the hit goes into the net. So we're tied back up at 4. The 4th time in this set we've been tied. And Eagleman will serve it again. Good top spin to the back row. Set up again. It's over. Epperson passes to Winchester. Back to the net to Anthony. Soft over. Murphy plays that nicely. And now we'll have that over. Shook steps into the pass. It's a good one. To the outside goes Winchester. Epperson to the back row with it. Now Murphy scrambles to attack. It's punched to the back row, but Shook's there. Winchester sets middle. Anthony goes over it, but right there forward are the Bulldogs. They back set it to the opposite side, cross court. Anthony takes the Winchester pass and pushes it over. Back to the middle they go. Good job by Eagleman over there. Now Winchester dumps it to the middle, and Murphy attacks to the outside, and that is out. Well played by the Lady Devils. And now Eagleman will look to extend the Lady Devil lead. Good hard one to the middle this time. Pass and the set to the outside. Tipped. Epperson's there. Now Winchester pushes it over, and it is out. And the Bulldogs will serve it now with this set tied. Epperson has to dive to get that one, and now the Bulldogs take advantage of the ball just getting over and hammer that one home, and now take the lead back. Good serve, knuckleball. Epperson's got it. Winchester hustles to get to it. Now Anthony takes it over, but it's off of the pole and out of bounds. Third serve of this rotation for the Bulldogs. Winchester into position outside to Epperson. And that one ill position, can't make it over, and it's now 3-point deficit. Fourth serve of this rotation for the Bulldogs. Epperson with the pass, good one to Winchester. She takes it over, finds the floor. So Katie Winchester stops the Murphy run and pulls Swain back to within 2, and it will be Savannah Smith checking in for Maisie Heltman to patrol the center of the Swain offense now. Caitlin Anthony back to serve for Swain. Good hard serve, and that's an ace for Anthony. And Caitlin will go back to the service line again. Good hard serve. Murphy with a good pass out of that. They're going to get an attack. That one sailed on them. A little underneath it, and it goes all the way up into the stands. We'll have to give Jody Moore some grief over that one. She was right in position and didn't make the play in the stands over there. So Murphy with a chance here. Girl went under the net, but no call. And that's unfortunate because Murphy ends up with a point out of that to break the tie and get the serve back. So Winchester, Eagleman, and Anthony on the back row. Good pass from Kinsey Eagleman. Set to Smith in the middle. Nice play by the Murphy libero. Punched up front, and they can make no play on it, so we're tied again at 9. 7th time in this set the two teams have been tied. So it'll be Ashton Yance to serve it. Jesse Lohman checks in. And Yance will wait for Murphy to sub, and they have completed their substitution, and now she will serve it. Floater across the net. You could read the name on the ball as it went by you. Punched right at Lohman. Popped up. Now Smith will take it over. Murphy to set it. They go middle. And that one's hammered, but Eagleman pulls it out. Epperson plays it, and now Smith plays it over. Well done, Lady Devils. And here come the Bulldogs' chance to attack. Pushed over. Yance has got it. Lohman sets in the middle. Smith punches it back row. It was in, had to be played. And now Murphy on the run. Yance punches it out of midair to keep it in play. And the Lady Devils playing some serious scramble defense right now. And there's Smith with an answer to the kill attempt. And the Bulldogs having to volley a little bit here. Let's see how both teams respond. Yance with it over. And the Bulldogs another chance to attack here. They go back to the middle, and it's dinked. Epperson can't get there. Lohman can't get there, and it's down for the Bulldogs. But a great scramble effort right there by our Lady Devils, keeping things alive for as long as they could. That was a good volley. Bulldogs to serve it. Short. And it is an ace. As that one hits the ground, Bulldogs now up 2. Their biggest lead in this one, 3. That one's short and in the net. So Swain with a chance to tie things up with junior Hannah Epperson to serve it. Good hard one down the line. Murphy hustles into place. Now has a chance to punch it over, and what do we got? She was under the net that time, so they caught that one, and we're tied at 11. 8th time in the second set. The two teams have been tied. And now Epperson will serve it again. Looking to put Swain ahead. Good hard serve cross court. Pass to the setter's good. They go outside with it. Hit off the block, but they cannot recover to get there. Lohman and Smith with the block. Fingers on it, but not enough to put it back over the net. And Murphy retakes the lead in this one that has gone back and forth. Bulldogs serve it. Good hard serve to the back row. Epperson's got it. Anthony helps it. Smith hits it, and it goes over. Now the Bulldogs look to attack. They go back outside, and that is out off of the Bulldogs' hit. And it's tied again at 12. Kira Shook into the Swain lineup to serve. Some highly entertaining volleyball coming your way here tonight on the Maroon Devils Network. We appreciate you joining us. Good floating serve, close to the net and punched over by the Murphy setter. Now Swain will have a chance. They go outside to Eagleman. She goes cross court, and that one is just out. So close. Just missed. Murphy to substitute 2 here as they hold a 1-point lead. It is the second set. Murphy took the first one 25-14. And now will serve, looking to extend their lead. Just over. Anthony's got it. I don't think anybody else is going to get to that one. And it will be 2-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Their largest lead in the second set is 3, and they look to match it right here. Shook with a pass to Winchester. It's a good one. Now Eagleman stands. It's blocked. She played that one out of bounds. And now Shook takes it over, and Murphy with a chance to attack. They go outside again. That one's cross court and past Epperson. Diving attempt by Epperson, but could not get it. And the Bulldogs have matched their biggest lead at 3, and timeout for the Lady Devils. The Smoky Mountain Conference, one of North Carolina's oldest and most storied athletic conferences, producing champions on and off the playing field for decades. The Smoky Mountain Conference. Tradition lives here. So following the Swain timeout, the Bulldogs ready to serve it in play, looking to expand to their biggest lead of the second set. That's Epperson on her knees with the pass. Anthony takes it over. It's off the block. Murphy's still able to play that. It was not 2 hits. And Swain will break it at the net. So back to serve, it will be Katie Winchester looking to pull the Lady Devils back even or give us a lead here. Good floater to the back row by Winchester, close for the setter. She's able to push it middle, and now they go back row with it. And that one's off the rafters. Anthony with it, going to be close. Epperson stands and drives it, and it's in. Good spot by Hannah, and that one's big as the Lady Devils are back to within one, and Winchester to serve it. So Bulldogs attack. That's picked up over there by Eagleman, and now Swain will get it over. Great scramble play there by the Lady Devils. Murphy looks to attack again to the middle. Shook dives, but just out of her reach. So close for Kiera. Great effort, and it's back to Murphy's advantage here as they go back on service. Floater, Anthony with it. Winchester takes it up and over the net. Nicely placed by Katie. And Swain back to within one. And Kenzie Eagleman to serve it. Hard serve to the back row, and it's just out. Just sailed on Kenzie, unfortunately. So Murphy sticks with the 2-point lead right here and will serve again, looking to go up 3. Floater, Epperson with the pass. Back sets outside Anthony. She got under that just a little bit, and it'll sail out of bounds. And the Bulldogs have matched their biggest lead in this second set for the third time in this second set. Floater across. Eagleman sits with it. Winchester goes outside to Epperson. It's play. Now the Bulldogs look to attack out there. Blocked nicely. Will it get down? Yes, it will. Well done, Yance and Anthony, to cut that Murphy rally off, and it will go back to Anthony to serve it. And Smith checks back into the lineup to play the front row. Caitlin Anthony to serve it. Up and over. Murphy with the back set. Tack on the way. Epperson's got it. Smith sets it back to Epperson. She takes it over. And now Murphy will look to attack. They go back to the middle. It's pushed over. That's Anthony, Eagleman, and Winchester. Some serious scramble defense, and it pays off for the Lady Devils right there. And they are back to within one. This one seesawed back and forth the whole way. And it looks like it's going to go right down to the wire. Caitlin Anthony to serve it for the Lady Devils, looking to pull even at 18. It's back deep, and it just sails out of bounds on Caitlin. So the Bulldogs back up by 2 here, look to extend their lead as they are 1 away from 20. Floater, Eagleman's got it. Nice set to Yance. She goes middle to Smith. Off the block and down for Savannah Smith. Well played by the sophomore. And now it will be Yance to serve it. Lohman in for Winchester on the front row. And Swain looking to tie things up again. Floater short. Murphy's there. Tough pass. They get something out of it. Punch it over. Yance with it. Lohman to set it to the middle of Smith. She's underneath that one. It just sailed out of bounds. Tough break for Savannah, and it's back to 2. Another floater. Anthony with a good pass there. Yance takes it over into the right spot. She's going to get that one to go down. And Swain back to within 1. That one sailed away. Epperson now at the service line for the Lady Devils. Again, looking to tie it up here at 20. Good hard serve over. Nice pass. Bulldogs go outside. They hammer it off the block of Smith and Lohman and break service again. That's been the routine here for about the last 6 points. It'll be Bulldogs serve. Lady Devils just, so close to being able to break through here in this second set. But no luck so far. serve on the way. It falls between the two, and unfortunately is a ace for the Bulldogs. And for the third time, the Bulldogs pull up by 3, and Swain will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here with you to let you know that tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the Bryson City Outdoor pregame show will be coming your way, followed by the Franklin Panthers and Maroon Devils live from the Panther Pit, brought to you by Bryson City Outdoor. So tune in for all of that action tomorrow night. Should be a dandy, as the atmosphere, as we talked about last week over at Inca, the atmosphere for that Franklin Swain game has really evolved into something special over the last few years. So make the trip over Cowee. It'll be worth your while. Should be a great football game. But if you can't make that trip, just hang loose there in front of your computer, and we'll bring it your way here on the Maroon Devils Network. So now, Bulldogs serve. Lady Devils trail by 3, and they need a service break on this point if possible. Floater to the middle. Anthony steps in. It's close. Yance punches it over. And now Murphy scrambles to get a set. They get it. It's over. It's off the block. Played by Smith. Played back by Yance. And now Epperson takes it over low. Well done by the Bulldogs. Now they come over, and that is out. So Swain able to break the point right there. Well done on the scramble volley. And Kiara Shook will come into the lineup to serve. Katie Winchester back in the lineup to set and hit for the Lady Devils. Shook to serve it. Swain trails by 2. Top spin just barely over. Tough pass. Setter has to take it over. Now Swain a chance to attack. They go middle to Anthony. She's soft over, but Murphy's there. They push it deep. Epperson's there. Yance with it outside to Eagleman. She goes down the line. Nicely played. Can the Bulldogs attack? They can. It's over to the middle. Shook steps in. Good pass. To the middle again to Anthony. She hammers that one. Murphy's there. They're going to take it over short, and that one is out. So Swain back to 1 again in this one. The Lady Devils no quit in them so far, folks. They're fighting hard to stay in this one. Shook with the serve. Chance to tie it up. Floater, knuckleball. Hard to play. Murphy with a chance. They're going to have to push it over. And there's Epperson. Yance takes it to the back corner, and she's got that one in the right place, and it's tied again at 22. First time we've been tied since 12, and the Lady Devils with a chance to take their first lead in quite a while. Shook to serve it. Floater just across. Murphy chance here. They go outside. It's pushed over. Yance has to set it or pass it, but Winchester's there. And there's Anthony with a kill. Lady Devils by 1, 23-22. Shook still serving. Bulldogs timeout. So well played by the Lady Devils here in this one to fight their way back into it. They're lead by 1. Bulldogs' first timeout in this set. Swain had taken one earlier. And now we head down the stretch in the second set of this one. Lady Devils down 1 already. They lost the first set 25-14 and have battled back in this one to take the lead at 23-22. And again, Swain was at Hayesville on Tuesday, lost that one in their first match without Jenna Mara, their leading hitter, and now come back tonight and are starting to find their sea legs a little bit after that devastating blow of not having Mara available. So now the Bulldogs a little on the ropes. Let's see how they respond. They go middle. Epperson to the floor. Anthony's got it to Eagleman to the middle. A dive by the Bulldogs. And now Yance and Winchester's both set it. It's off the block. Can they get there? No. That'll go down for the Bulldogs. So tied again at 23. A reminder, if you're following along at home, you got to win by 2 in volleyball. So we could be in for quite a show here before this one's over with. Bulldogs to serve it now. Tied at 23 is what we are. Swain down 1-0. And this one is squared up. Shook with the pass. Winchester has to hustle to get there. Does. Anthony over. Can't get it over. Bulldogs with the lead and the advantage. So now looking to close out the second set. Lady Devils back squarely against the wall. Need this point. Murphy serve. It's a floater. Epperson's got it. Winchester comes and gets it. Shook from the back row. Soft and over. Now Murphy looks to attack. It's off the block. Played nicely. Can it get over? No. And that's going to do it, 25-23. But what a great comeback by the Lady Devils in that one. Now their backs are really against the wall as they are down 2-0. We'll be back with set number 3.
The Center for Disease Control sent out an alert this week. It stated that 215 students in 26 different states have come down with severe pulmonary diseases because of their use of e-cigarettes. They come in all shapes and sizes. They might look like a lighter. They might look like a pen. Or they might look like a flash drive. It just depends. Here's the concern. We really don't know how much damage e-cigarettes can do, but we do know they contain nicotine very often. And nicotine and the adolescent brain don't go together very well. So please, help me watch, and let's ask our youth, what are you smoking, and do you know what it'll do to you? Let's cut down the use of e-cigarettes, just like we have the use of cigarettes, tobacco cigarettes, in the past 20 years. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping me take care of the youth of Swain County, and God bless you.
And that one floats over for Parker. Cats pop it back up. It goes over down the line. Yance picks it up. A little indecision over there. Marr takes it over. It's back over. Marr jumped a little too soon, but still hammered it. And now she blocks that one straight back down.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
So we're back for the third set. Lady Devils back squarely against the wall. The first one 25-14, second one 25-23, and this one just underway. Thanks for joining us here on the Maroon Devils Network. Murphy with an attack outside, and that's going to get down for the Bulldogs as they open up the third game. Same way they've opened up the first two with a lead. So Bulldogs to serve it, Lady Devils to receive it. And that one's shanked off of the serve. And Bulldogs will go again. Eagleman gets that one over. Now the Bulldogs look to attack. They go back to the outside off the block of Anthony. Saved over there by Eagleman. Pushed right back to her. She goes deep with it. But that one sails a little bit and it'll be out. So Swain needs to get a service break right here in a bad way as they're down 3 to open up this third set. Swain scrambles a little bit. Eagleman pushes that one over to the middle. Murphy with it. They go outside. That one's deep. So Swain will get on the board here and look to make some inroads with their own service, as now it will be Katie Winchester to serve it for the Lady Devils. And that one is out. Bulldogs serve back as they lead by 3. Anthony with a pass right to Winchester, back to Anthony. She finds a hole, and Caitlin Anthony gets that one down off the Katie Winchester pass. Well done by the two seniors. Now Kinsey Eagleman will serve it. Floater to the back row, and Murphy looks to attack out of it. Shook is there on the pushback, and they go to the front. Heltman pushes that all the way to the back row. Now Murphy really has to scramble. Will get a standing hit, but that's going to be soft. Eagleman with a pass. Winchester takes that over, pushed off the block. Murphy scrambles to keep that alive and spill into each other. Everybody looks to be okay, fortunately. Now Anthony off the block. That's going to be over, but it will be out of bounds and point to the Lady Devils, who have pulled back to within one here. Would love to see us get a little bit of a lead here and make Murphy battle back out of that. Seems like we're always digging out of the hole. Good job by Eagleman getting that serve over. Now Murphy attacks, but Shook is right there on the spot. Winchester, good push outside. Anthony with it. And Murphy saves that. Now they will stand and drive it. It's just over, and it's down. So back to a 2-point advantage for the Bulldogs. They will serve it again. Best of 5 here from Swain High School tonight. We are 2-0 to the Bulldogs. So big comeback in order here for the Lady Devils. Winchester outside to Heltman. She jumps and was underneath it too much, pushed it up and didn't get it over. So back to a 3-point advantage. And Murphy still serving. Good pass by Anthony. Now Winchester to the middle to Yance. Yance goes over the block and gets that one down. Good job by Ashton to cut into this lead, and now it will be Katie Anthony to serve it. Caitlin Anthony. I'm sorry, Caitlin. And that one is picked up over there. They'll keep it all on that left side to attack it. Good block by Smith and Yance. So the wall behind for Swain, Smith and Yance do the duty, and it's back to 1 here for the Lady Devils. Anthony to serve it. Steps in, good hard one to the back row. That could be an ace. It is an ace. So Anthony ties things back up here at 6. The Lady Devils all the way off the mat and back in this one. Let's see if they can dig ahead and get their first lead here in this third set. Floater. Set to the middle. Pushed. Eagleman's got it. Smith's got it. Heltman takes it over. Good angle. Can they get there? They do. Will they get it over? They do. Eagleman to the back row. Now Anthony will have to help it. And it's over where Kinsey pushes it over. Good job scrambling by both teams there. Back to the middle. Hard hit. And that is down. So no lead for the Lady Devils, at least not on that rotation. Back to the Bulldogs with the serve. So now we've got the ball back to the right side. It'll be Bulldog serve. Eagleman with a pass. It just skims the rafter. So Bulldogs to serve it for the second time in this rotation. Floater to the back row. Eagleman plays it. Now Smith bumps it up, and Yance free balls it over. Murphy with a chance to attack. They go to the outside. Stand and drive over the block is what the Bulldogs choose. And now Winchester tries to take it over, which has been successful, but Murphy was there, and the Bulldogs try to take it over and do not quite get it over the net with a left-handed push. Ashton Yance to serve it. Jesse Lohman into the Swain lineup for Katie Winchester, as Yance will serve. A 1-point lead for the Bulldogs. Floater to the middle. Murphy gets there. Now they look to attack on the backside. Over, but Anthony sits, passes nicely to the middle to Smith, who rakes that one, and it's just out over here on the sideline. Murphy serve now, leading by 2. Floater over. Anthony sits, passes. Yance sets it to the middle to Smith. Smith off the block and down. So Savannah Smith with a kill to pull the Lady Devils back to within 1. It'll be Epperson who checks in for Heltman now to serve. And a 1-point advantage for the Bulldogs with Hannah to serve it. Epperson's toss. Floater to the back row. Played by the Bulldogs. It's tough. They've got to get this one over, and they cannot do it as it gets its way into the rafters, and we are tied at 9. Third time in this one we've been tied. Epperson looks to give Swain the lead for the first time. Floater to the back row. Played. Murphy really has to scramble. Let's see if Swain can make that pay. Epperson to her knees. Gets that one up. Eagleman on the side, down the line. Can Murphy play it? No, they cannot. Lead Lady Devils. So Epperson to serve it now, looking to extend a lead for the Lady Devils, and she does with an ace. Hannah Epperson, 2 in a row for the junior. And the Lady Devils with their biggest lead of the first 2 sets at 2. Epperson serving again. Hard one to the back row. Murphy scrambles. Can they get there? They cannot. And the Lady Devils have extended now to a 3-point lead, their largest of the night, behind junior Hannah Epperson, who serves it again. Good hard one to the back row. It's in. Good pass there. Let's see what Murphy can do. Close to the net. Pushed over. And a lot of push over there. They get it over. Murphy to attack now. And they do to that same spot that we don't seem to have an answer to. But the Lady Devils build a 3-point advantage in this one and now hold a lead. Murphy to serve it. Floater. Anthony on the dive. Yance takes it over to the corner. Murphy's got that. They scramble around and go to the middle. Anthony to her knees again. Epperson to Eagleman, who pushes over. Now Murphy, chance to attack. They go middle. That attack is out. And back to 3 goes the Lady Devil lead with Caitlin Anthony. No, check that. Kira Shook to serve it. Shook up and over to the back row. Murphy with a pass. They go outside down the line. Shook is right there for the pass. Yance to Anthony, but blocked over there by the Bulldogs. And that cuts the lead back to 2 for Swain. Bulldogs serving now. And there's a pass off the rafter. Made it tough on Winchester. She adjusted nicely, softly over the block, played by the Bulldogs. And now they go right to that spot. Epperson sits there this time, makes the play. Right back to it again. She pushes over to the other side. Yance is there. Winchester with a short set. Anthony goes back corner, well placed. Murphy to the attack. They go outside, stand and drive to the back row. Shook with it, played by Yance, and now can they get it over? Anthony does, but it's out, unfortunately. It's a blind shot and a tough one for Caitlin at that, and it's back to a 1-point advantage for the Lady Devils. That one's right at Shook. It's close, and it's hit right down. There'll be a point on top of that. I think you can see in the replay that was over the net, but we're not going to get that call, and we're tied at 13 again. Swain needs to break serve and take this lead back. Floater, pass to Winchester, who has to retreat to get it and pushes it over. Anthony blocks that push over, and Swain is, in fact, back on top. So Winchester to serve it. There's a floater to the back row. Murphy to attack. Anthony with the block. Murphy scrambles around, keeps it alive. And now the Bulldogs will go on the defensive as Swain with a chance to attack. They go and get that. Murphy pushes it over. Epperson's there. Winchester to the back row. And that one's going to be close to the net. Winchester is behind it. Yance will set it up for Anthony. She punches it over to the soft spot, and now the Bulldogs will try to attack. That one skirts the line and lands in. Tough break for the Lady Devils as it just rolled down the net and fell on our side. Tied at 14. Fifth time in this set of a tie. The Bulldogs look to break it. Serve is over. Anthony with a good pass right to Winchester outside to Yance. Punched over by Murphy. Swain's able to pick that back up, and now the Bulldogs will attack. They push it over deep. Shook is there. Winchester sets Anthony in the middle, and Caitlin could not get her feet under her in that case, and the Bulldogs take the lead back here. Murphy up 2-0 over our Lady Devils here in the third set. Swain battling hard and have had the lead for a little bit of this one. That one's over. And the Bulldogs go outside, blocked. Back up. Bulldogs stand and drive. Shook's there. Winchester hustles into position. Shook on the runs, got it over. Now Murphy to the middle again. Pushed right over. Yance is there, though. Now Winchester to Epperson on the back row. Blocked, picked up by, who was that? Anthony, I believe, pushed over by Epperson. And that was hammered on the outside. Winchester could not get there, but that had some steam on it. And 2-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Floater to the middle. Anthony with it. Winchester goes back outside to Yance. She goes over in a good spot by Ashton, and that one's down. So Ashton Yance with a standing kill. Pulls the Lady Devils back to within one. Heltman in for Epperson here. And Kinsey Eagleman will serve it. And Eagleman with a floater to the back row. Let's see what Murphy can do with it. It's going to be a good chance for Swain to attack. Shook with the pass. Winchester middle to Anthony. Off the block. Murphy's got it. They pop it up. Now they'll have to push it over. Shook with a dive, and she's got it down. Well played. Kiera Shook on the save right there has tied it back up at 16. That's one for the highlight package, folks. Good job by Shook. All out on that play, tied at 16. Eagleman with the serve. Murphy a chance to attack again, and they stand and drive. Right there is Heltman to get that. Winchester takes it over, and now the Bulldogs attack. Standing attack. Eagleman's there where she's supposed to be. Outside to Heltman. Heltman hits it but can't get it over there, and the Bulldogs back on top. So Murphy will serve it now, looking to extend to 2 their lead. Good hard serve right at Anthony. She's got it, dumped over by Winchester. Now what can Murphy do with it? They free ball it over to the spot. Shook's there. Yance will have to help it. Does. And now they can't do anything with that. So Murphy to serve it again here, leading by 2. Hard serve. Anthony with it. Winchester back to Eagleman on the back row, and that one doesn't make it over. And suddenly it's a 3-point deficit. Timeout. Swain on this one as the Bulldogs have pulled up by 3.
All fed through. That's going to be a nice opportunity there. Gavin Lanning, and we have a goal for Swain. Gavin Lanning on the.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
Thank you, Taylor. We're back to action here. The Bulldogs with a chance. That was right at Shook. She plays it. It bounds around. Anthony's got it. miraculously over to Heltman, but she went into the net right there, and that will be a 4-point advantage for the Bulldogs, their largest in this set. So Murphy looking to put Swain away here in the third set, leading by 4. Floater to the back row. Eagleman with it. Winchester to the outside to Heltman. She's safely over, and now the Bulldogs look to attack. Hammered over there. Eagleman dug it but couldn't get it up, and it's a 5-point advantage. Murphy leading in the third set. Already up 2-0. Floater, and that one doesn't make it over. So a break for the Lady Devils, and now they got to go to work behind Caitlin Anthony at the service line. Savannah Smith in to patrol the middle with Anthony at the line and Jenna Marr out with an injury. Anthony bounces it. Swain trails by 4. Good hard serve to the back corner. Would have been in. Now Murphy on the scramble. You're hoping it hits something in the rafters when that happens, but it didn't. Now they go outside to Heltman again, down the line, and Murphy with a chance to attack, and that one is in. Tough break for the Lady Devils, but it was. You can replay it and check it for yourself. Now a 5-point lead again. Bulldogs 3 away from taking this match. It has certainly been much closer and much harder than the scores are dictating at this juncture. And that's Anthony pops that up and saves it. Heltman gets it over. What a play. Just tremendous hustle over there by Anthony and Heltman to get that one over. Now Swain with a chance to attack here. Eagleman steps in. Winchester sets middle to Smith. She gets under it, and that one sails out of bounds. So at this point, the Lady Devils are 2 away from falling to Murphy here at home tonight. Murphy's serve, a jump serve. Winchester gets to it, but it goes over, and that was well placed by Murphy, and they are at match point. So match point for the Bulldogs, who lead it by 7 here. Jump serve on the way right at Winchester. She's got it, and there's miscommunication there, and that's going to do it, fans, as the Bulldogs take this one 25-17 and defeat our Lady Devils 3-0. The Lady Devils go to 2-2 in conference play. Murphy improves to 3-1. We'll be back with you tomorrow night from the Panther Pit. Be with us at 7 for the Bryson City Outdoors pregame show, followed by the Maroon Devils and Panthers going at it from the pit, sponsored by Bryson City Outdoors. Thanks. We'll see you down the road here on the Maroon Devils Network. The Smoky Mountain Conference, one of North Carolina's oldest and most storied athletic conferences, producing champions on and off the playing field for decades. The Smoky Mountain Conference. Tradition lives here.